afternoon from the KELOLAND Live Doppler Storm Center. We continue to follow showers and isolated thunderstorms. In KELOLAND, you see a couple of thunderstorms south of Interstate 90 in southeastern KELOLAND. About a 20-30% chance to see something as we continue through the afternoon. Numbers range from the 60s in western South Dakota already into the middle 80s in southeastern South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota. Trying to hit the 90s, widespread 90s today with these thunderstorm chances. More details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
Raising money for kids by getting on the green. Why these golfers are out to support competitive youth sports ministry. And the fallout continues in the wake of last week's Supreme Court opinions. How lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding. Good afternoon. Thanks for having us in. A Sioux Falls woman is behind bars this midday, accused of randomly attacking another woman in a parking lot Saturday night. The victim pulled into a parking lot to use her phone around 11:30 Saturday night. Police say two other vehicles followed her into the lot and boxed her in before 21-year-old Nayankir Abbott allegedly started punching the victim and using a bottle to break windows in the victim's car. When the victim eventually got out of the parking lot, police say the other cars chased her, which led to a crash at 10th and Sycamore. Police arrested Abbott for aggravated assault and DWI. The victim's injuries were not serious. Also new this midday, a registered sex offender is back in the Minnehaha County Jail, accused of trying to entice minors into his vehicle with candy. Police say 31-year-old Skylar Coleman approached a group of young children outside Mercado Saturday afternoon. The children ran away after taking pictures of Coleman and told their parents. Police say there was a similar situation later in the day. Police caught up with Coleman the next morning at his apartment. He was arrested for trying to entice a child for illegal purposes and a parole violation. Turning now to weather, it's a hot one out there. It looks like that's going to continue in the short term, but before too long, Scott, we kind of have a notable cool down in relative terms, right?
Oh, definitely. You know, temperatures returning below average as numbers will eventually fall to the 70s for highs. But give it a couple of days in southeastern KELOLAND as the heat will continue today and tomorrow. Along with it, we'll have to follow these showers and thunderstorms that continue to pop up even during the early afternoon. Now, you see a lot of this south of Interstate 90 trying to move to the east and to the southeast. So we do have these isolated thunderstorms this afternoon in southeastern South Dakota, even extending into northwestern Iowa. Now, earlier this morning, we had thunderstorms across northwestern South Dakota. Notice how they have weakened as they continue to move to the east, but a couple of scattered showers there in the north central KELOLAND. Temperatures are in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. We have 86 in Sioux Falls, 82 degrees in Brookings. It's currently 80 in Aberdeen, 83 in Chamberlain. That forecast for today, we're going with 90-degree heat. Numbers into the middle 90s this afternoon. We'll watch to see if we get any showers or thunderstorms to roll across southeastern KELOLAND during the overnight hours, as well as what may pop during the day. I already showed you that with KELOLAND Live Doppler HD. 90s today in northeastern South Dakota. Showers and thunderstorms will be scattered as we do hit this evening into the overnight hours. In central South Dakota, we'll have temperatures reach the lower 90s. Showers and thunderstorms will develop during the evening hours, and that will continue into the overnight. And we'll continue to watch our chances for showers and thunderstorms into western South Dakota as we do go through the afternoon hours. So you do see that forecast for today showing numbers in the 80s and 90s for highs. We also have this now, an enhanced risk for severe weather into western South Dakota. Damaging winds, the main threat, especially later this afternoon and heading into the evening. Futurecast is thinking we could see some of those storms during the late afternoon and evening hours. They'll try to hold together as they do move to the east, and you can see a lot of rain there, a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity by about 9 or 10 o'clock this evening in western South Dakota. More details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Five Tool Sports in Sioux Falls offers competitive youth baseball and basketball with a side of ministry. After spending the weekend on the baseball field, the families of Five Tool Sports hit the links this morning at Spring Creek Country Club near Harrisburg to raise money for the program.
But it's really a ministry to teach kids foundation principles while we're teaching them the high-level skills, the 5 tools of each sport. There's 5 tools in each sport. Then we teach 5 tools of God, five 5 promises and 5 virtues like humility and generosity and discipline, things like that.
The organization is hoping to raise more than $1,000 during today's tournament. We'll hear from a parent about why their kids play with 5-tool sports later tonight. Over the years, residents have worked alongside the city of Sioux Falls to enhance their neighborhoods with the Neighborhood Association Grant Program. The city sets aside $50,000 a year for these enhancements. Nancy Tapkin has been a resident of the Terrace Park neighborhood for over 50 years. Since 2014, she and her association have used $40,000 of grants to beautify the park.
Not just neighbors go to the park, and not just neighbors from this area go to the pool. Like it serves a really wide demographic more than just our neighborhood. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're having a pretty far-reaching effect, I hope.
7 projects took place last year. You're going to learn more about this in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, airing from Renee Ortiz tonight at 10. Fallout from last week's Supreme Court rulings continues. The president is promising another approach to relieve student loan debt, while his Republican challengers largely defend the court's actions. Skylar Henry reports.
These are the types of rulings that signal a dangerous creep towards authoritarianism.
Cancel student debt!
Progressives taking aim at the Supreme Court on Sunday and calling for the Biden administration to forgive some student loans and freeze interest payments.
When people out there are saying that they are relying on this, we should at least pause it until that is forgiven.
Just hours after the Supreme Court struck down his student loan forgiveness program proposed under pandemic emergency powers, the president vowed to take action by using the Higher Education Act.
This new path is legally sound. It's going to take longer, but in my view, it's the best path that remains to providing for as many borrowers as possible with debt relief.
Borrowers like Rob Novickas, who owes roughly $50,000 in student loan debt.
It's frustrating. You know, I have my daughter, we have a mortgage, credit card debt. So to know that in another month or two, I'm going to have an additional $500 to pay, it's tough.
But Republican presidential candidates this weekend pushed back on the criticism of the court.
When the court makes decisions that they don't like, all of a sudden the court is, a not normal court, according to President Biden.
And widely hailed the Supreme Court's ruling to strike down affirmative action in college admissions.
There may have been a time when affirmative action was necessary, simply to open the doors of all of our schools and universities. But I think that time has passed.
And in another 6-3 ruling on Friday, the Supreme Court sided with a Christian graphic artist who opposes making custom wedding websites for same-sex couples, widely viewed as a blow to LGBTQ protections. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.